Hey guys, this is NUSensei. Today we're going to talk about shot tempo, or how to make the most out of the clock. Now in most archery competitions, you are given 4 minutes to shoot 6 arrows. Let's shoot 6 arrows. That was a lot less than 4 minutes. By the way, this is the 10-meter grouping. It's nothing special, but people like to ask for some reason, so there it is. What I find interesting is that 4 minutes is quite a long time. That's 40 seconds per arrow. Now in Olympic match play, it's 20 seconds per arrow, but in normal competition, it's 40 seconds for 1 arrow. Most people can shoot 6 arrows in 40 seconds. And if you shoot this well in 40 seconds, why waste 4 minutes standing on a shooting line? One thing to keep in mind is that your last shot must be as good as your first shot. So the 6th and last shot of the end shouldn't be outside the goal if that's your standard. And the last shot of your competition should be just as good. And keep in mind that a competition could be a 72 arrow ranking round. It could be a 90 arrow round, a 120 arrow round, or 144 arrow feature round. That's a lot of arrows. And that's not including the practice ends and sighting ends. So in a single day of competition, you can shoot up to 200 arrows. That is a lot of shooting. So with that in mind, the first problem is fatigue. Shooting will tire you out, and shooting quickly even more so. Shooting 6 arrows in rapid succession, especially with a high poundage bow, will make you very tired. So it's very hard to ensure that your last shot is just as good. And by the end of a 120 arrow round, you will definitely feel it. This problem is aggravated when you have to let down, and this can happen quite frequently. There are many reasons why. You might come through and just can't get through the clicker. You're just way too tired, you cramp up, and you can't get through the clicker, so you have to let down. Or the clicker might come off early, or the wind might blow you away, and all these reasons will force you to draw, go, oh whoops, and let back down. And each time you do so, you increase the strain and fatigue on your muscles. So you've barely managed to pull 5 shots off. Your last shot you just can't quite do. You're just too tired. And then you look at the clock, 30 seconds remaining, 20 seconds remaining, and you panic. You couldn't pull it back, and just can't quite get it off. It just doesn't work. And then you finally let go and it misses. It's a horrible feeling. And if you're stuck in this rut, it gets worse as the day goes on. Remember, you have 4 minutes. You don't have to rush your shots. I know some people like to shoot really quickly and get it over and done with, but you don't want to shoot crap arrows. You want to make sure you use time well so that your shots are good, but you're also not too fatigued to continue shooting. So what are some strategies that you can employ to make the most of your 4 minutes? Firstly, I want to mention that some people do have a naturally fast tempo, and that's okay. If you're conditioned to the point where you can shoot at a fairly fast rate and not for the need to rest, then that's okay. You might find that later on you might need to slow down, but if you shoot well with good rhythm and consistently at a fairly fast rate, then stick with it. However, more often than not, people generally need to be told to slow down. You have plenty of time, so use that time strategically. One thing you can do is to simply use all 40 seconds for each shot. So a normal shot might only take around 5 seconds. So the siren goes, you're on the line, you do your first shot. And then you rest. You might load your next arrow, and then you stand there and relax. Normally there's a clock in front of you, you can see time tick down, but you've shot, you've got around 30 seconds, and 30 seconds feels like forever when you're on a shooting line. And that means you just relax, you stand there, and your muscles relax. You're probably feeling very tense, fatigued, being half of the competition, so take time. 30 seconds is a really, really long time. I can't wait 30 seconds. But you have this luxury. And then, when time runs out and you start reaching your next arrow, you go for it, you do your second shot. And then you repeat. You rest for 30 seconds, you pull your next arrow and you shoot. And the idea is that you feel fresh or fresh enough between each arrow. So if you have 40 seconds per arrow and you know that you'll take around 5 seconds to shoot, then you can maximize the rest time in between each shot. Another strategy you can use is to shoot several quick arrows and then stagger the remaining shots. This is particularly good when you know that you're fresh when you begin your end, so you don't need to rest between every single shot. So you go through 2 or 3 quick ones to buy you more time later. Let's shoot 3 quick arrows. Again, this isn't a very unusual tempo, it's pretty normal so far. Alright, that's 3. Not too fast, pretty average pace. Now I rest. Okay, so that's 3 fairly quick arrows. I'm feeling a little fatigued, but I've shot those 3 in around 30 or 40 seconds, which means I've got 200 seconds to shoot my last 3 arrows. And this is very strategic because you can burn down that clock. You can wait to the very end to shoot your last few. So I might go, right, 200, the first 40 seconds or 200 remaining, shoot 3 arrows. Then I can go, alright, next 50 seconds, 1 arrow. And then next 50 seconds, 1 arrow. And then the next 100 seconds, 1 arrow. That's a lot of time in between each arrow. So rather than 40 seconds per arrow, you shoot 3 or 2 or 3 or 4 in a row, then burn the clock down for the remaining arrows you have. That's one way we can start strong, re-energize, and finish strong. There's a third strategy, and it involves eating. The fact is, you have to eat. You need to replenish your energy stores during the round. The round will take hours. You don't have breaks that often, and between ends, you're scoring and fetching. So one thing you can do is shoot 6 arrows quickly and then go off the line and eat in the remaining time, because people spend 2 or more minutes to shoot. Give you time to scoff down an energy bar or a banana, which can give you energy for the next few ends. To sum up, in a competition, whether it's an official competition or a casual club competition, you have time. You don't have to rush through all your shots just so you don't have to be the last one. It's okay to be the last one to finish as long as you're in regulation time. So since you have that time, you may as well use it well. Don't rush your shots, don't feel like you have to exhaust yourself, burn the clock down and shoot at your best all the time. Anyway, this is NUSensei. Hope you found this interesting and helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.